in Rosewood, and her father happens to be my nephew. And I'm very honored to be asked to come and speak for her. And our drum group to come and share some songs. I know that each and every one of our Indian nations, Indian tribes have their versions of the horse dance. But I'm going to share a little story that was shared by the father. And that is that the father, Mr. Shane Redhawk, is a United States Navy veteran. And he was given a pipe way back many years. And on the pipe, I believe, was some footprints of a horse. And the late, my Uncle Leonard Kodok had given him that pipe. Also to go on further, Kashina was given a war bonnet. And many people, different parts of our Indian country, again, the war bonnet is significant on leadership. So Kashina was given this as a woman leader. And like I mentioned, that Kashina, I watched her from when she was in tiny tots to becoming where she's at today. She's a student at the South Dakota State University. She's been the ambassador, and she's done a very good job this year, not only for our tribe in Rosewood, but for each and every one of you that she represented here at the Gathering of Nations. And Shane had shared a story with me. Like I said, many of you other tribes have stories that you may have heard in your own tribes about the horse. We are a horse nation. I know that many tribes, all of you have horses in your homes. Shane is a horse owner from the Rosewood. We have Mr. Mike Munstar as a horse earner. And I myself have horses. We all grew up on horses. And a story that Shane shared was, there was a story that there was footprints on the shores of the river of a man walking. But when they went down to check it out, there was horse footprints. And they watched him as he flew up into the air. So many stories like that tonight. Kashina here, like I said, I watched her in grade school. She plays 13 instruments. And today she performed the electric guitar at 1 o'clock, I believe it was. So she's a very talented lady. She was our Miss Teen Rosewood. Last year we came to support her. And it was a big honor that she was chosen as the Miss Indian World. And my tribe back home in Rosewood, they had a very special day. They had a caravan through the reservation, through all the schools, to welcome her home with a new title of Miss Indian World. So tonight, she's going to be the outgoing Miss Indian World. And before she became the Miss Indian World, she was the Miss Teen Rosewood. And like I said, I watched her, and I was Shane one day, and I said, you know, everybody that has a high honor like this deserves a song. And in our way, we bring in our people, our honorees, into the center. We used to have what's called penny songs. Today you don't hear a lot of penny songs. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a song to bring her in, and no shaking hands. My family says, all behind her. To support her that way. We don't want to take up too much time. We're going to invite all the horse dancers that are going to participate to come behind her. And as I mentioned, that we share a song as we bring them in. Our elders used to get up here and share. They call it Ailoa as they bring them in with a song. So this song, I had composed a song for her. And it talks about my relatives the Oyate, the people, look at me. Kashina, let me alone. This is me, Kashina. I cherish my Lakota ways. Living a life of Lakota ways, and I travel the world. And at the time in 2021, we didn't know she was going to be doing just that, is traveling the world. She's been a very busy lady. One day she's home, next day she's in Denmark or Holland or someplace like that. So tonight, I want to welcome her, and I'm going to ask each and every one of you that are here again, as we bring her in, to stand, to honor her as she comes around and gives up the title tonight with the special, the horse dance. We're going to invite all of you again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the song, one verse, one start, then Redley, stand by. My sons over there will pick up the song. Again, this is one of our ways of bringing in our honorees like this back home in South Dakota. To Redley.
Hey!
Traveling to different parts of the world. Also want to mention that the story was told that Kashina's been a horse lady since she was a young girl, and when she was 9 years old, she got ill, she got sick, so he kept her home. And the father here was looking for her, and down below the river, she had a colt, so she took her halter down there and got her colt and started playing around with her horse at that time. And she said, if I'm going to stay home, I'm going to ride a horse. So, ladies and gentlemen, she also won the Best of Show and also the parade on the horse for the last 3 years, I believe it is, right? 2 years. So you've seen a beautiful Appaloosa say that's her horse that she rode, and she probably had that since she was a young girl. So she's very honored to have won that prestigious award of 2 years in a row. So I want to share that much for her like that. And then we're going to be inviting all of our dancers. The word songs that they're going to be sharing are all in the Lakota language. The first song is referred to as the horse stealing song. When our relatives back in the days would go out. And then the second song talks about the horse. Makota shuka wakana ta'uelo means the horse. Makota horse is coming, charging in the middle, coming towards the middle, charging. And a lot of our spiritual ways, this horse dance, I know it's been a spiritual ceremony for our people back home in South Dakota. One of the stories that my father, my uncle shared was the last time a spiritual horse dance was held in my reservation was in 1930. I had a grandfather by the name of Joe Bear that performed the horse ceremony, but it wasn't a dance. It was that he selected 4 horses. And without bridles and halters, he selected 4 men to ride these horses. And he sat behind the wagon and sang these songs, and he went all the way around the encampment of the circle of the encampment, singing these sacred songs, word songs. So a lot of our songs have words in it that talks about the horse coming. And so we still have a lot of them songs that were passed on from generation to generation, just like many of the tribes that have the sounds and the dances. And so tonight we're going to share the first song. Then after that, where's Mom? So what we're going to do is we're going to sing the first song, and then 5 of you will be selected to go into the finals. Then we're going to go back to Red Leaf again for the second song. Again, these words mean a lot to the horse, like I mentioned about. We are, all of us that are here in different tribes, we're a horse nation. We honor our horse, and that's what Kashina here is doing tonight, is she's honoring her horse that helped her win that title 2 years in a row. So she wants to give back to the horse nation by honoring them with this horse dance. So I want to, Red Leaf, I believe, the judges, are we ready? I believe we're ready. Red Leaf, anytime you're ready, take it away, boys. Dancer number one. Once again, all the word songs that you can hear is all referring to the horse. I was referred to the horse trading song when they were bringing the horse home. Dancer number one, right here. Number two. Wow, check this out. If you're not in the top five, we got three. For those of you that didn't get into the finals, when you're done here, the family wants all of you to come shake hands, and each and every one of you will get a Pilsen blanket. This one here, the winner will take $1,000 and 2 consolations of $500 and jackets. We got 4. Number 5, there you go. Give some more to the center, we're going to be calling up. You can come up to the center again. Oh, we need one more, yeah. That's number 5. The rest of you come this way and shake hands over here and receive a Pilsen blanket from the family. I want to thank you for your participation. And the 5 of you will be dancing for $1,000. Alright, listen up, the plans have changed. So the winner will get $1,000. Second will get $500 in jacket. Third place will get $300 in a jacket and penalty, right? Beautiful jacket. So drink some water, gentlemen, come back out ready. Song number 2. Be prepared, be ready. You know the song that we're going to be asking for. Again, like I mentioned earlier, that are Lakota spiritual leaders. They had a ceremony for the horse dance. And one of our spiritual leaders, Black Belt, had a dream, a vision to do this horse dance. He made the horses dance in the sacred black hills. So that was one. And then, like I said, my grandfather had a horse dance at the Rosewood Sioux Tribal Fair, 1930. And today, again, we don't have the spiritual part of it, but we want to honor the horse, or the horse that she rides. And she's on 2 years in a row, so she's giving back to the horse nation with this contest that she's putting on the family. The second song again talks about the Lakota horse that's coming, charging. The horse is coming charging, so that's the words to the song that they're going to be rendering. Alright, there's what we're going to do, gentlemen. The family says after this song, we're going to come right here in the front, right up and face that way. Look at those 2 bright lights up there. So I think we're ready to rock and roll again, the horse dance. In honor of the horse nation. Ready? Anytime you're ready. Hey, translate that. The Lakota horse is come charging. The Lakota horse is coming charging to the river. Once again, I thank Shane, Noella, and Kashina. Like I said, Kashina was a student at the South Dakota State University. And now for students that go to school that are watching tonight, we've been up there a couple weekends ago to celebrate their spring powwow at the South Dakota State University powwow. Alright, we're going to be coming to third place. Those two that don't get picked, we want you to come over as well and get a beautiful Pendleton blanket. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go in third place. When they get picked, I'm going to have them introduce themselves. If you would come this way, I'm going to have you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from. Who's the dancing? Hold on, we're going to give her a moment to catch her breath. Just watching him dance, I'm out of breath.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaya Pum, English name is Togo Mosi. Most of you know me as Tibbet. Warm Springs, Yakima from Waukesha, Washington.
Right, a horse from Washington. Now second place, winner of $500. Third place was $300. Second winner of $500. Right here. And a jacket, beautiful jacket. Come this way, bro. Got a beautiful blanket as well. We also got medallions. And I want to mention that before you pick the next winner, Kashina here, the beautiful beadwork that you've seen on that horse, matches her outfit that she's had. And she beaded these, right, all by herself. So she does a lot of beadwork as well. So now we're going to go to the champion here. $1,000 jacket, medallion, and a Pendleton blanket. Yeah, while he's making his way, we're going to go to second place winner. The other two, come on over this way. We got a beautiful Pendleton blanket for you as well. Second place winner right here.
Good evening, everybody. Levi Blockwood from Holmeston, Oregon, from Yakima.
All right, I believe that's another Washington. Yeah, the champion right here will get a microphone over to him, and he's going to introduce himself as well.
My name is Lee Roberts from Howard, Oklahoma. In charge of starting to do it in Choctaw.
All right, Oklahoma, Bear Roberts. All right. Family would like to thank the individuals that's been there for him, before her, and all have supported her in a good way like that. So we're going to be calling on my brother here, Ruben Littlehead. Ruben, whoa. Got a beautiful star blanket. Ruben. Again, the family had invited Redley to be here this year and share some songs. And so all of you, boys, come on over this way. Redley, you are Hugo. Hey, Rub, calling you. Hey. Tashina, Ruben is here.